first thing I noticed about Jesus was his hands. I knew right away he was a carpenter like me. My father had started taking me along to crucifixions when I was only 13 years old. He said it was the worst part of the job, and I would have to get used to it. He also said you could tell a lot from a man's hands. I remember when the tax collector went out. My father would hold the coins out and wait for the man to hold out his own hands. My father would look at his hands and just shake his head. I think my father would have respected Jesus. Did I tell you about his hands? My father also taught me when you're crucifying a man, you have to respect him enough not to look at his face. You have to think of it as a job, like any other. You're the one in town who has the wood. You have the nails. You have the experience. It's just a job. He also said you had to be quick. There was to be no foolishness. You also had to place the spike in the right area. Else when you drove it in, you would hit the bone, and the whole wrist would just tear through in a matter of minutes. And then he just dies so suddenly. And that's not what these people wanted. They wanted a slow, painful death. The moment I saw Jesus' hands, I did exactly what my father said I should never do. I looked at his face. He was a mess. He had been beaten and bruised. They had shoved this crown made of thorns over his head, and he had blood running down his face. Then I saw his eyes. I'd never seen eyes like that before. It was though, if you looked for too long, you could fall into them. He spoke to me. Do you know what he said? He said, I forgive you. You think I'm crazy, don't you? I'm telling you, he said, I forgive you. I'm the one who put him there. It was my nails. It was my hammer. I nailed the man to a piece of wood and he forgave me. They said a lot of things about him that day and why he was there. He was a carpenter, just a carpenter. Usually I wait around until after they take the bodies down, so I can get my stuff back. But they can keep it. I can't do this anymore. Down the dark and lonesome road, far away from anyone I've ever known. Come with me and show me what the world can be when you're not alone. I've got my back up against the wall, support beams above my head are gonna fall. Don't know if I'm gonna make it out all right, but I swear to you that if I do, I'll run to find you. But to tell you the truth, I don't know. If I could see you walk out the door one more time in this mortal world, so I stand here in front of you, broken and bruised, asking if you can change my life again. And I swear to you I'll give you every piece of me, standing alone with arms extended wide, right by your side, oh, feeling safety and comfort. Oh, yet again, you're my closest friend in the end. So extend the altar to my feet, and I'll be there to plead everything for the glory of your name. And the light is dimmed and it's hard to see in the darkness anymore to me. Reach out your hand so we can all hold on. somewhere in between media and politics. That's this cruel truth of this world. And you pluck me amongst the miry clay to give me one more day. And for this I praise your name. Cause even in the depths of me, I know your eyes can see what it is I'm trying to be. Cause I've got my back up against the wall, so 4 feet above my head are gonna fall. Don't know if I'm gonna make it out this time. So extend the altar to my feet, and I'll be there to plead everything for the glory of your name. And the light is dimmed and it's hard to see in the darkness anymore to me. Reach out your hand so we can all hold on.
I told you the truth. Today you will be with me in paradise.
Hear me, O God, as I voice my complaint. Protect my life from the threat of the enemy. Hide me from the conspiracy of the wicked, from the noisy crowd of evildoers. They sharpen their tongues like swords, and aim their words like deadly arrows. They shoot from ambush against man. They shoot suddenly, without fear.
They shoot from ambush at the innocent man. They shoot suddenly, without fear.
Deadly arrows. They shoot from ambush at the innocent man. They shoot at him suddenly without fear.